This is an activity where we're basically categorizing numbers, and the idea behind that is looking for patterns, as always, I suppose. And the way that we do is we've got our numbers color side up, and all I'm going to do is turn over a card. So I've got 24 there, and I want to check, is 24 a prime number, or is it a square number, is it an odd number, or is it an even number? It's going to be one of those, and I go in that order because that's kind of the order of the least common are the prime numbers, then the squared numbers, then the odd numbers, then the even numbers. So 24 is an even number. It's because, part because none of the rest of them. So what I'm going to do then is just turn that back over to the color side, because that's where I'm looking for patterns usually. So this is assuming, you more or less know what an even number is, but if not, you might want to just keep it number side up to begin with, and just work with the numbers and then look for the patterns in the numbers. But for now, we're going to do it on the color side. Then that's great. So then I can choose another card. Let's take this card. So that's 27. Again, 27 is not a prime number. It's not a squared number, but it is an odd number. And hopefully you'll be able to talk about what makes numbers an odd number, an even number, and so on. There we go. So that would be that. That's good. And then I'm going to take my next card. And you don't have to go in order. You can just pick cards as you like, or you can see if people can find a particular category. But let's go with the next one. That's 25. So is 25 a prime number? No. It is a squared number, and it might be worth seeing why it's a squared number. One of the ways we can do that is seeing what we can multiply it by. We know it's in the 5 times table, so let's do 5 dots, and then we want 5 groups of those dots, so 5 times 5. And then we can see what pattern that makes. So we've got 5 groups of 5, and that makes a square array, as we call it. And you can often tell by the diagonals. The diagonals will go from one corner to another if you plot them out that way. So that's a squared number, and all squared numbers, you should be able to do that with them. So cool, that's a squared number. I can put that there, and then I may want a prime number. So let's find, let's check this one. So 5. Again, we could check if this is a prime number in another way. What I can do is let's get 5 dots, and then you can just rearrange them. So I've got them in one row there. I'm going to make 2 rows and see how many different ways I can do that. So with 2 rows, I can't actually make a rectangle. So let's try with 3 rows. No, I can't make it. And with 4 rows, I clearly can't. And then I'm down to 1 column of 5 rows. And at no time was there a rectangle or a rectangular array. So that's going to be a prime number. I can just check it again. Let's see, 2 rows. No. 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 There we go. So that's a prime number, which is great. And so I can put that there. And once you've done this a bit more, you'll start to see what makes these, what are the characteristics of these numbers when seen from a prime colors perspective. And that's really what we're looking for. So just working with categories of numbers or properties of numbers and seeing what those properties look like when viewed in color.